All right, ladies and gentlemen, MrSotko here. Welcome back to the channel. Got a whole bunch of good crypto news stuff for you. And yes, I've got one super red eye, but it's not going to stop the crypto news. I'm going to need at least minimum two red eyes to stop the crypto news. But the first thing that I want to talk about is that Elon Musk tweets about Dogecoin again, which pumps it inadvertently, and all he tweeted was Doge spelled backwards is EGOD, which literally means nothing. I mean, I guess EGOD, electronic God? I don't know. Don't we all wish we could just tweet anything about any coin and it would just pump up in price? Then again, I suppose we'd be like John McAfee and we'd be in a Spanish prison somewhere at the same time that the US wants to arrest you for securities fraud. But hey, right, it would still be pretty lucrative. But let me just show you, this was on March 5th at 11:40, and then taking a look at the Dogecoin chart here, you can see, oh, it then just instantly pumped, and it was right here. And there's actual literal Dogecoin bots or other various trading bots that are connected to Elon Musk's Twitter account that people have made because they recognize the fact that if Elon Musk tweets anything about Bitcoin or Doge, it goes up in price, usually, which is interesting. So their bonds will automatically buy it and then sell it at a later price. What's interesting about that is that it was a week or two ago that Elon Musk tweeted something negative about Dogecoin, which dumped the price of Dogecoin. So likely those bots picked up some Dogecoin and then found themselves in a losing situation. So yeah, Elon Musk, why not? Tweeting Doge, sure. Moving on, the Senate passes the $1.9 trillion COVID relief bill, which includes $1,400 stimulus checks with no Republican support, which really doesn't matter for this particular topic of cryptocurrency. Basically, the Senate passed a $1.9 trillion coronavirus relief package Saturday, capped off a marathon overnight session after Democrats resolved internal clashes that threatened to derail Joe Biden's top legislative priority. Basically, it includes $1,400 stimulus checks. It includes more jobless benefits, child allowance, tax credits, etc. But basically, we're focusing on that $1,400 stimulus checks because the first round of stimulus when COVID first came out and they released the stimulus in April pumped up the economy and pumped up the price of Bitcoin because the bad news when it first came out dropped the stock market, including Bitcoin with it. And then once the stimulus checks came out, the prices went up. In fact, Brian Armstrong, the CEO of Coinbase, tweeted that the number of deposits equaling exactly $1,200, because the first stimulus check was exactly $1,200, went up by something like 300% on Coinbase. So it's quite the coincidence indeed. So my question to you guys, if you guys receive a $1,400 stimulus check, are you putting it in crypto? And if you are, what kind of crypto? You guys just going to throw it all into Bitcoin? You're going to throw it into a group of cryptos? Or are you going to buy stock with it? I'd like to know. Just comment down below what you guys are buying, and maybe I'll sneak in some information from that. Anyway, so that's happening. So expect the stock market as well to boost. And just because of that, I brought up these as well before we get into the next article. The S&P 500 up by nearly 2%, the NASDAQ Composite up 1.5%, and the Dow up nearly 2% as well, just on the news of the stimulus coming out. And because of that as well, we can see, we'll just do a quick jump to CoinMarketCap. We can see here at nearly 50,000, back to nearly 50,000 Bitcoin, and Ethereum going up as well. So pretty much everything in the green with that good news, including the stock market as well. So PayPal announces a cryptocurrency business division. So PayPal isn't quite done yet with just the simple purchasing of Bitcoin and Ethereum and Litecoin, etc. They're going to be going a little bit deeper over time. And that makes sense because when it first came out, the news was huge for the crypto world. We went from 10,000 to 15,000 in a matter of a week or two on this news. And it was huge. I think it was one of the big catalysts of the bull run that we're currently in crypto. Now, was it really truly a big deal? PayPal coming into it, just the way that you purchase it and how you're unable to send it to others, it's not so big of a deal. But the news definitely was a big catalyst for the bull run. And my thoughts on it was that they're trying to start off slow, sort of just baby steps in terms of crypto, because if they just allow private keys and public keys and things like that, it could probably be a lot for their infrastructure to add that in all at once. So they probably just had a third party. PayPal is now trying to buy another cryptocurrency holder for themselves as well. So they're taking baby steps along the way and probably adding more functionality over time. So PayPal CEO Daniel Schulman announced this week that it is the most important aid to launch a new business unit dedicated to cryptocurrency services. Speaking about the company's upcoming profits and strategy, Schulman said that the current financial system is outdated and that PayPal will invest a lot of money in blockchain and digital security. He says, we all know that the current financial system is outdated, and we can envision a future in which transactions are completed in seconds, not days. A future where completing transactions is less expensive, and a future that enables all people to be part of the digital economy, not just the wealthy. We're investing heavily in the cryptocurrency, blockchain, and cryptocurrency industry unit to help shape this more inclusive future. Now, I just want to say that's a really great quote and all, but making it less expensive, that's not very good for PayPal. So trust me, it's still going to be expensive. They're still going to eat up all your fees for sure, but they're just going to do it in terms of crypto instead. So trust me, that one is just fluff right there for sure. The new crypto division or business unit is expected to launch later this quarter. The CEO also revealed that customers will be able to use the crypto to pay for goods and services at 29 million PayPal merchants around the world, and this service is expected to be rolled out before the end of this quarter. So PayPal moving things along, trying to get a little bit more advanced in the crypto world, and hey, fair enough, to each his own. Moving on here, bidding reaches $2 million as Twitter's Dorsey highlights the NFT version of his first tweet ever. So basically, non-fungible token NFTs and art NFTs are probably in a gigantic bubble right now. People are paying unbelievable amounts for basically a printed out JPEG of something with a QR code on it that states that you are the only owner of this, and it's usually connected to like the Ethereum blockchain or something like that. That's basically what NFT art is. Totally. And people are paying millions of dollars for various pictures, basically printed out JPEGs with a QR code on it. That's NFT art. And I'm probably a huge boomer for saying that, because it's probably going to be a huge industry in the future. That I don't deny, but I'm still I'm just a little confused at it all, because it just seems rather silly, but it's a real thing. It's actually happening. Welcome to crypto. It's a wild ride, as I say. Bidding on the Genesis tweet is heating up. On Friday, Twitter CEO Jack Dorsey called attention to a tokenized version of his first tweet on the non-fungible token platform Valuables. Even though the 2006 tweet was minted in December 2020, Dorsey's Friday tweet has ignited a bidding war, reflecting today's frothy market for crypto collectibles. As of Saturday morning, the high bid was $2 million, made none other than by Justin Sun, the founder of Tron, the CEO of BitTorrent. Sun has been vying for the historic tweet with Asina Estevi, whose LinkedIn profile describes him as CEO of Malaysia-based and Tron affiliate Bridge Oracle. So Valuables is an Ethereum-based platform created by the social network Cent that allows users of Twitter to authenticate their tweets for sale to others. Think of them as digitally signed copies. Apparently, I should just sign all my tweets and just try to sell them, but they're not going to sell. I know it. The tokenized tweets are only sold when the author of the tweet accepts a bid. Anyone can buy a tweet on the platform. For example, the first bid for the tweet was in question was $1. So basically, the tweet was just setting up my Twitter, and it's spelled very poorly, just TWTTR. That's the tweet. That's what people are buying. And yeah, it's basically going to be a JPEG printed out with a QR code on it. That's $2 million. $2 million right there. I'm kind of speechless. I really don't have much to say about it. It's stunning. $2 million for that. Moving on. Ripple replies to the SEC, claims it caused damage to XRP holders. So Ripple argues that SEC's theory ignores a number of functions performed by XRP, which are different from those of securities. The functionality and liquidity of XRP are incompatible with securities regulation. As an example, the document states that XRP is a medium of exchange, a virtual currency used in international and domestic transactions. And this is all in response to the SEC calling Ripple a security, or rather XRP a security, and trying to place blame on the company Ripple. And now they're trying to essentially fight back. Ripple further claims that SEC had meetings with multiple companies that traded or facilitated activity in XRP and that planned to do so, but the regulator didn't tell them that XRP was a security or that transactions in it would be subject to federal securities law. Consequently, these companies proceeded to play significant roles in the development of the use case of XRP and further contributed to expanded uses of XRP as a virtual currency with full knowledge of the SEC. There was a lack of fair notice to Ripple, and the market argued the company further made apparent when a platform decided to list XRP in 2019 after meeting with the SEC stands further in the text, adding, upon information and belief during that meeting, even when asked, the SEC did not state that it considered XRP to be a security. Therefore, the SEC has already caused more than an estimated $15 billion in damage to those it purports to protect, said the document. It has caused immense harm to XRP holders, which I kind of agree with. Although XRP is in a fairly good place, it's actually in a better place than it was like a year ago or maybe even 2 years ago when it was just like 20 cents and 25 cents. At least it's higher now, I suppose, but it has caused a lot of harm in the sense that many exchanges delisted or suspended the trading of XRP, and then Grayscale dissolved its XRP fund. So there has been quite a bit of losses in terms of XRP because of these allegations from the SEC. While numerous exchanges, market makers, and other market participants stopped activities in XRP, meanwhile, the regulator is pumping XRP in a disadvantage compared to its peers, the document reiterated earlier arguments, saying the SEC's filing, based on an overreaching legal theory, amounts to picking virtual currency winners and losers, as the SEC has exempted Bitcoin and Ether from similar regulation. So I don't really think XRP is going to lose this particular battle. I don't know when it's supposed to occur. It just seems like this is dragging on and on and on. And I heard that it was going to be in February, and then it's obviously past February and nothing has occurred. But basically, the SEC claims that XRP is a security and that Ripple has been selling a security for a long time. But of course, Ripple says we are not a security. We are a currency. And because of that, many exchanges delisted or suspended XRP. And there's been quite a bit of damage to XRP. And I think once they win this, which I believe XRP will win this and it will be considered a currency by the SEC and they'll have to get off their back, then I think XRP is actually going to pump quite a bit because of all the exchanges relisting and unsuspending XRP, etc. But moving on to some different news, India's Bitcoin exchanges breathe a sigh of relief as government reconsiders their crypto ban. So India is sort of flip-floppy. I remember this going on for 3 or 4 years now, that India is like, crypto's banned, no it's not, crypto's banned, no it's not. And the latest one is crypto's banned, and then now they're like, maybe we should reconsider that. So India is easily one of the most flip-floppy countries in terms of cryptocurrency. And then I would say China, because they seem to be going back and forth all the time as well. But after much speculation about whether India will introduce a blanket ban on crypto, the government has finally dropped a major hint that it will not do so, because they're flipping back the other way now. The Indian crypto industry representatives told Decrypt that their constructive engagement with the government has paid off. India's finance minister said yesterday on India's business channel, CNBC TV 18, that the government's position on crypto will be calibrated and it wants to make sure there's a window available for all types of experiments in the crypto world. So if they finally agree and officially agree that crypto is not banned, I think it'll be a nice little pump in the crypto market. I mean, India certainly has a lot of people living there. And of course, a lot of them don't want to buy or sell or anything like that. They don't want to do much at all with crypto. crypto in the hopes that they don't get a fine or it taken away from them. I actually had a friend who was Indian that was living in the United States, and then he moved back to India, and he was holding some cryptocurrency, but he said he didn't really have much of a way to sell it, and he was kind of scared to sell it because then on taxes he would have to claim it, etc. So like imagine that just across an entire country of billions of people. You know, that's a lot of FUD. That's a lot of uncertainty in the world. A lot of negotiations and discussions are happening around cryptocurrency with the Reserve Bank of India. India's central bank will be taking a call on what kind of unofficial cryptocurrency will have to be planned and how it has to be regulated. So we are not closing our minds. We are certainly looking at ways at which experimentations can happen in the digital world, cryptocurrency, and so on. So it doesn't sound like they're entirely going to not ban crypto, and it doesn't sound like they're entirely going to actually ban crypto. Again, India easily the most flip-floppy country on planet Earth in terms of cryptocurrency. This has been going on for many years, since like 2017. Since I've been doing the news since 2017, India has been flipping back and forth in terms of the crypto market. But that's all I have for you guys. 1.5 trillion market cap again, nearly 50,000 Bitcoin and nearly $1,700 Ethereum again. So we're moving back up. The whole market is moving back up now that the announcement that the stimulus package for America is finally going to go through, and everybody's going to get that helicopter money, and a lot of it is probably going to wind up on Coinbase and various cryptocurrencies. So likely going to be a pump, and also just likely going to be a pump just because the markets are going to be doing well. So there's going to be a lot more money flowing around. But that's all I have for you guys. Make sure you like and subscribe, share the video. That helps me a lot. My social media in the description. Hope you guys enjoyed it. And as usual, I'll see you guys next time.